Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? Well, it's going to be a quick in and out today, as the actress said to the bishop. As soon as this show is over, I'm jumping into the Demolition News wagon and heading for Rootham in Kent to check out the Kent Demolition and Kent Machines Open Day. I hope to see some of you there. There is a bit of a big machine theme to today's show, and that is reflected in our question of the day. So, without further ado, let me post that question of the day, roll the intro, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Wednesday, the 13th of April, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, a London landmark has been cleared for demolition despite embodied carbon concerns. We're heading down under to check out one of the world's most iconic machines. There's no business like snow business, and we will witness the very first steps of a 250-ton excavator. We'll get to all of that in just a second, but first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to gunpowder plot conspirator Guy Fawkes. Boy, could we do with him now. Many happy returns also to the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. Happy birthday to the infamous Butch Cassidy, playwright Samuel Beckett, and to actor Edward Fox, to former Doctor Who Peter Davison, German football coach Rudi Völler, and to chess master Garry Kasparov. Many happy returns to them, one and all. It is one of the most iconic buildings on one of the UK capital's most iconic thoroughfares, but the Marks and Spencer store on London's Oxford Street could soon be no more, as the demolition of the landmark building was given the go-ahead yesterday. London Mayor Sadiq Khan last week reviewed a decision in March not to intervene in the application after an expert warned the scheme contradicted new City Hall policies requiring retention and retrofitting of old buildings to be prioritised. But Sadiq Khan was content that the carbon footprint of demolition had been considered from an early stage and referred it back to Westminster Council for final approval. Westminster has already resolved to grant planning permission subject to agreeing wider community benefits with the developers. Only an intervention by Community Secretary Michael Gove can now derail the scheme, which neighbourhood campaigners feel will result in a further loss of Oxford Street's character.
The demolition of Marks and Spencer in Oxford Street can happen despite environmental concerns. The building in question is a near 100-year-old Edwardian Art Deco style store near Bond Street. M&S want to replace it with a 10-storey building that contains offices, a gym, a smaller shop and a pedestrian arcade. The mayor previously declined to intervene in the application. This was despite campaigners' concerns about the carbon emission levels from the potential project. And now Mr. Khan is content that the carbon footprint of the demolition has been considered from an early stage, and he's referred it back to Westminster Council for final approval.
That's going to be a very challenging project if that demolition actually goes ahead, and it will take place in the glare of the media spotlight. I wish the chosen contractor the very best of luck with it when it happens. From an iconic building to a truly iconic machine. From its launch in 1986, the D11 has been the jewel in Caterpillar's dozer crown. The machine has gone through numerous iterations in the past 36 years, and now one of the latest generation models is heading down under.
It's the first off the production line and the first in Australia. The next generation Cat D11. The industry's best large production dozer, now even better. the D11 is more efficient, with faster cycle times, with greater accuracy, at the lowest cost per tonne.
So with the new D11, we have load sensing hydraulics and a new fuel remap. With the load sensing hydraulics, it removes parasitic loads when there's no demand for the load. So when the pumps are off load, they're burning less fuel. This combined with the fuel remap, seeing a higher production while burning less fuel. Now with 955 horsepower available in the third gear reverse, brilliant for reducing cycle time. The XU is for the extra U blade. Basically we have a standard U-shaped blade, but a much larger capacity. They go from a 34 cubic metre blade up to a 42.2 cube. The advantage of these are they're still the same layout as a standard U blade, a little bit taller and a bit deeper, which gets them the capacity. The operators love it. It still handles like a standard U, but they can go and put it into a push application. When you put the XU up against a carry dozer blade, a lot easier and faster to load, giving you faster cycle times and producing more dirt. Now on the new D11s, we have a single chassis to do all applications. This means there's no longer a carry dozer and a standard chassis, there's just one chassis which is beefed up, which does the lot. That gives you simplicity of being able to use the one dozer to do many applications. The new suicide opening doors for easy access for operators helps cover off the fall potential down onto the tracks, and with the new optional powered ladders, operators love them. Another new feature of the D11 is now that every pin bore on the machine is bushed. This means nose cone, ripper, the lot. So now instead of having to have it down in line bore, we knock the bushes out, new bushes in, new pins, and you're back and working. Of all the improvements Caterpillar have made, the single focus for them has been total cost of ownership. It's all about pushing as much dirt for the least amount of cost. The one key thing the customers fed back to us is Caterpillar has listened, they've taken what was good and made it great.
The all-new D11, nearly 8% increased productivity, up to 8% improvement in fuel efficiency, and up to 5% lower maintenance and repair costs. The bottom line, the lowest cost per tonne in the industry.
In my personal opinion, the Cat D11 will go down as one of the true icons of the construction equipment sector. We have another big machine coming up for you a bit later in the show, but first this. Specialist applications demand specialist machines, and trust me, they don't come much more specialist than this.
Herzlich willkommen, meine Damen und Herren. Die Liste ist gewaltig.
Made me feel cold just watching that.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
Now, demolition contractors within easy reach of Rochdale, lend me your ears because this one is for you. 5 million of your finest English quids have been set aside for the creation of 37 new affordable homes on a site at Station Road in Rochdale. But before work can commence, an existing employment unit will require demolition. And at the time of broadcast, a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be appointed. Now, you can find out more about this project lead and countless more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk. Alternatively, if you prefer to have those project leads sent directly to your inbox, then please call Nigel O'Sullivan on the number at the foot of your screen. He is standing by to take your call.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
Okay, we've already seen a massive Cat D11 dozer in action, and it's time to match that with an equally epic excavator. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Hitachi EX2600, all 250 tons of her. That really is quite a tool, as the actress also said to the bishop.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that should just about do us for today. I just want to give you a very quick heads up. I will be here tomorrow as usual, but then I'm going to take some long overdue quality time with my family for the Easter holiday. So I won't be here on Friday and I won't be here on Monday either. Still trying to figure out whether or not to do a Saturday social at the weekend. I'll keep you posted. It rather depends on if anybody is going to be around, to be perfectly honest. One thing I can tell you is that I will be here tomorrow and I have one of the most unusual items we have ever featured. I won't give the game away, but I can tell you that it was prompted by an unsolicited email from an online retailer of adult toys. But you'll just have to be here tomorrow to find out more. In the meantime, that should just about do us for today. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. If you can't stick around, please stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends and your colleagues, and thanks for watching. If you do have the time, and it will be fleeting, I will see you on the other side of this.